Good morning and welcome back to Adventure Planet, where my trip through the EU continues with day 2 here at Europa Park. Now, I've already, as part of this trip, uploaded a dedicated travel vlog, as well as day 1 here at Europa Park, which was uploaded yesterday, where we had an explore around the park, checked out the changes for 2023 and got on some awesome rides, including Silver Star, Euromir, Alpen Express, Arthur, all with on-ride POVs. It was a fantastic day, so if you've not checked out those vlogs already, take a look and then come back here, and join me for day 2, where basically we're covering everything that we didn't do yesterday. We've got 5 coasters to ride today, 2 of them water coasters, including this one, Atlantica SuperSplash. I'm also in a virtual queue for Volatarium, so I'll be checking that one out as well. I've already done some re-rides this morning on Silver Star, Voden and Blue Fire, getting front row POVs for the channel a little bit later on. This one doesn't look too bad in terms of it being a soaker, a little bit of a light spray, I think. Unfortunately, we are expecting a few showers this afternoon, so it's not going to be as dry as yesterday, which is a little bit of a shame. But of course, who cares? We're here to make the best of it. So come with me as we explore some more of Europa Park, get on some more flats today, and check out what we didn't check out yesterday. It's day 2 here at Europa Park. Let's go. And here is Atlantica SuperSplash, then, opened in 2005, built by Mack Rides. The first of 2 water coasters here at the park, and I gotta say, the boats look pretty fantastic. Water's nice and clean, so I don't mind too much if I get a little bit wet. Top speeds of 50 miles an hour. And yeah, it's quite a simple layout, just up the lift hill, a little bit of a dip here, onto the turntable, around and down. The only thing that could potentially get you a little bit wet are these dolphins just here. Little effects on there. You can get squirted if you're unlucky. Oh yeah, great ride this. Let's head on, just a 5-minute wait. A great theming in the queue line here. Oh, poor chicken. Oh. Hey. And we got a dispatch on Atlantica SuperSplash. 2005 Mack Rides water coaster here at Europa Park. I'm on the front of the boat. Hope that was a good idea. We're about to find out. Great views of Woden. Great views across in the distance. The buildings and architecture around here are fantastic. Nice little starter drop. But here we go. I can't remember this ride being too wet, but I've never sat front row before. Where is this going to rate on the soak scale?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're about to find out.
Oh my god.
Here we go. It's Atlantica SuperSplash. Here we go. Oh my god. I am soaked. Oh wow. That is a solid 8 out of 10. I am dripping. I am, well, to say soaked is an understatement. Well, I gotta say, I was not expecting that whatsoever. I am absolutely soaked. As a matter of fact, I am actually still dripping. My trousers are completely soaked. My hoodie's completely soaked. That was not a good idea, sitting on the front row. But hey, look, you know, we're expecting a bit of rain later on, so let's start getting wet now, right? Let's get on these water coasters and enjoy a good time. I have to head over to Volatarium now, though. My virtual queue line time is fast approaching. Got about 20 minutes to make my way to the German area and experience Volatarium, the largest flying theatre in Europe and the single most expensive ride at this park. Should be a good one. Let's go check it out. And just heading across to Volatarium now then. This is the Fjord Rapids, Alton Towers, some waterfalls there. How picturesque this is. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the blue sheep here. Hey, that was well timed. Blue and red transport trains. Great stuff. There's Euro Tower, observation tower manufactured by Intamin. And yeah, still just making my way through to the German section of the park. Here we are back in France. Well, the ducks are out on the pond. It's another pretty busy day here today, although as of yet, they've not extended the close times yet. So we're still looking at 6 p.m. today. And yeah, I think we get on a few more of the coasters a little bit later on, but we'll also have a bit more of a relaxing day today. Get on a couple of flats, a couple of transport rides. And yeah, maybe even get on the observation tower. Some great views from up there. You can see right across to the Atlantica water park, which I'm not doing this trip. However, for sure we will be back and we will cover the water park and at least one of the hotels as well. I've not actually stayed in any of the themed hotels here at Europa Park. I feel like I absolutely should, but obviously with staying on park at Phantasialand and the Efteling, I didn't really have the expenditure to stay here on site at Europa Park as well. Maybe next time. Let's head to Volatarium. Here we are in the queue line for Volatarium there. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually film on ride on this one. It's one of those rides that they don't like you filming the actual flying theatre. I can film in the queue line though. Hey, here he is. Little drone man. Great queue line in here. Actually reminds me a little bit of Hogwarts.
Do you know who was there?
Yeah, it's a shame about not being able to film on this, but it's usually the case when it comes to flying theatres. It doesn't really give you the best kind of experience of the ride anyway, even if you can film them, because sometimes you get, you know, the lights kind of flicker, FPS issues, etc. So they're not always the best rides to film anyway. And yeah, these flying theatres, they have like an air of secrecy about them. I respect that the park obviously wants to keep that to themselves for riders to enjoy. But here we go. The entrance to Volatarium. Great queue line. And just got off my ride then, off of Volatarium, the flying theatre here at Europa Park. And yeah, gotta say, it's immediately apparent the size of that theatre. It is absolutely huge. You start off the ride sitting in the gondolas themselves, as if you're, you know, if you've ridden a flying theatre, you'll be very familiar with. The barriers in front of you kind of drop away, and then you move forward into what is a very, very huge screen. It's definitely more along the lines of soaring than Flight of the Skyline at Legoland Windsor. It's basically flying over various landscapes. And to be fair, it looks really, really good. The audio's great. No smell pods in there, which is a little bit of a shame. Either that or they weren't working. A little bit of a pre-show at the beginning. It's kind of talking about the Eurosteins who've kind of discovered flight, and you're basically testing one of their vehicles. Yeah, apart from the size of the theatre, it's pretty much as you would expect from a flying theatre ride. Nothing too spectacular if you've done one already. Like I say, there's certainly if you've done something like soaring, you'll be right at home with this one here. I think with flying theatres, the kind of thing that's really going to step up the experience of those now is going to be something along the lines of what's currently in development from Intamin, which is their dynamic motion stage. Now, if you've not seen that, I strongly suggest to YouTube that, check it out. It's essentially one huge platform that has kind of 6 gondolas positioned on it, and the platform can kind of drop, lift, rotate, tilt, as can the gondolas themselves. Like I say, they call it the dynamic motion stage, and it's currently actually under construction at the Efteling on a ride known, or will be known, as Dance Macabre. So really looking forward to testing that one out. I think that is really going to kind of lift the experience of a normal flying theatre to something along those lines. So looking forward to checking that one out. But overall though, a really good flying theatre here at the park, and it does fit in nicely in that German themed area. And of course the German themed area, which is right at the start of the park, is looking quite empty now as everyone has made their way much further in. But after my ride on Volatarium then, I think it's time for a bit of lunch. It's approaching 12:30. And there's a nice burger bar here in the German themed area. I think a burger with some fries sounds like it'll go down just nice. So just had some lunch over at the German themed area of the park then in that burger bar. Yeah, nothing too special. Just went for a cheeseburger, some fries and a soft drink, which came to €13. Pretty much average theme park prices, really works out at just over £11. Gonna head down to Schweizer Bobbahn now then. This is the second roller coaster of today, second of 5 of the ones that are left. This is a 1985 Mack Rides bobsled coaster, completely custom layout. Looking forward to this one. Let's jump on. There's old timer fart there. Little vintage car ride. Hey, look at this guy. Hey! And it's a 30-minute advertised queue time for Schweizer Bobbahn then. Oh, I love this queue line. The theming in here is fantastic. Look at this. It's great. The windows looking out onto the animals. It's kind of like a little log cabin. A fireplace here as well. It's great. There's a couple of good shunts up the back, but we finally got a dispatch on Schweizer Bobbahn. Like I say, totally custom layout this one, opened back in 1985. Do like a good bobsled. It's been a while since I've done one actually. Hey! Great views of the Can-Can coaster. And here we go, Schweizer Bobbahn. Hey! They're rough and ready, these. Hey! Oh yes! Hey! Whoa! Oh yeah. Great little ride. Schweizer Bobbahn. Great queue line as well, lots of pieces of information dotted about. Yeah, advertised queue time of 30 minutes. And I waited just under that actually, around 25. Yeah, great ride on Schweizer Bobbahn then. Like I say, waited almost 30 minutes, around 25 to 30. I certainly wouldn't wait any longer than that for that ride. But what's even better than the ride itself is this theming when you get off. The Swiss area here really is awesome. All these little kind of back alleys, if you like. These little buildings. Obviously the bobsled kind of circles around this entire area here. Really is such an immersive experience around here. There's the bobsleigh around the top there. All these kind of cobbled streets. Once again, I know I spoke plenty of the theming yesterday, but it is just everywhere in this park. There's this little lake here as well, all the buildings and the bridges. Superb. Yeah, look at these guys. Just another piece of wonderful theming in this area. Yeah, I think it's time for a ride on the Matterhorn Blitz now then. Little Mack Rides Wild Mouse. I think it's currently got a 25-minute wait time. That's not bad for a Wild Mouse. Let's jump on coaster number 11 of 13. And we got a dispatch on the Matterhorn Blitz then. Unique thing about this is we got an elevator lift hill. Hey. A little bit different to your regular chain lift. Great views over the park again. Schweizer Bobbahn off to the left. Good Wild Mouse this. Opened in 1999 and manufactured again by Mack Rides. Hey. Front row seat for this one. Let's go. Oh, good head chopper. And some tight turns. Hey. Good news is park is open till 7 o'clock again tonight. Just extended that opening hour. Hey! Good views of Eurosat Can. Here we go. Hey! Those are some tight turns. And into the brake run. There you go, Matterhorn Blitz. And some on-ride footage there then from the Matterhorn Blitz, the little Mack Rides Wild Mouse. And yeah, really tight turns on that one, typical of a Wild Mouse, but yeah, really tight on that one. And a unique elevator lift hill at the start as well, as opposed to a usual chain hill lift. Gonna take a ride on Pegasus now then. This is another Mack Rides coaster, family coaster this one, and it is one of the Young Star models. So looking forward to getting on this. 15-minute advertised queue time, and looks to be about 15 minutes as well. So let's head on. Got a zero car on here. Looks awesome. Let's jump on Pegasus. Dispatch on Pegasus. 2006 Mack Rides family coaster. Like I said, love the zero car on this. It's great. Nice bit of audio on the lift hill. Great views of Silver Star over there. Hey, there she goes. And here we go. Hey. Oh, nice layout. Hey. Good head chopper again. Hey. Oh, it's nice and smooth. Hey. Yes. Yeah, that was a good family ride, that. Fantastic. Oh, now we can see this right here is our last roller coaster here at Europa Park. It is Poseidon. The last coaster and the last water coaster of this park. And that'll be coming up next. And some on-ride footage there then of Pegasus here at the park. And yeah, nice smooth ride, pretty short layout, but still a good family coaster that opened here in 2006. Now is the time though to finish off all of the coasters here at Europa Park as we ride the final coaster left. It's another water coaster. It's Poseidon, opened here in 2000 by Mack Rides. Here it is. Let's get on and finish off this list of all 13 coasters here at Europa Park. And just a 5-minute advertised queue time then for Poseidon, and I gotta say, once again, doesn't look as though you get too wet on this one. But you know, I said that about Atlantica SuperSplash, so who knows? We've had no rain today, it's managed to stay dry. So I think the wettest I'm gonna get is probably on Atlantica SuperSplash, but we'll see. And this looks absolutely awesome in here. The murals on the wall. It looks incredible. Here we go on water coaster number 2. This is Poseidon. And once again, I'm at the front of the boat. Dreading it already. The seats are pretty wet. However, I don't think you get as wet on this as Atlantica SuperSplash, but I could be wrong. I'm not worried. It'll be a nice, pleasant ride, this one. Oh my God. That is one scary guy. Oh wow. He's seen some real fear. And up we go, the lift hill then, to a height of about 75 feet. And here we go. Hey! It's Poseidon, let's go! Hey! Oh! My spine is broken. Oh, there's a light spray. There's a light spray. That's a 3 out of 10 so far. The ride's not over yet though. That is a rough old coaster though. My spine has literally been separated from my coccyx. Yeah, nice little calm water ride this. This second drop of the ride reminds me quite a bit of Ripsaw Falls at Islands of Adventure. Hey! Let's hope you don't get as wet as on Ripsaw Falls though. Because that one's a soaker as well. Silver Star in the back there. Such an awesome coaster, that one. Great views of it from up here. Hey, here we go. The moment of truth. Oh God! Oh, okay. That raised the stakes to about a 6 out of 10. We're a little bit wet, but we're not Atlantica SuperSplash wet. Good water coaster, that one. Just pretty rough around the edges. In that coaster section needs a little bit of work, I think. And some on-ride footage there then of Poseidon, the 2000 Mack Rides water coaster here at Europa Park. And yeah, not too bad on the soak scale, about a 6 out of 10. And it's not a bad ride, it's well themed, the station looks absolutely incredible. The only thing I would say is the actual coaster section of the coaster is actually pretty rough. So if you're suffering from any kind of back or neck injuries, may not be the greatest idea to actually ride this one. Pretty savage actually in those corners. However, it was a great ride. Like I say, it has been here now for 23 years, so it is getting on a little bit. That is the last roller coaster here at Europa Park, done and dusted though. All 13 of them cleaned up over the last 2 days. So we're going to head on and do some flats now, because the flats here at the park are just as good as the coasters. So I'm going to head across into the Spanish area and see what they've got over there. There goes the red transport train just outside of the Spanish themed area of the park. And worth noting as well actually that each of these areas or countries have their own little park map, if you like. It just tells you where the attractions, shops, shows are, and listed in this handy and easy to read little map here. Yeah, this is at every single different country throughout the park, which is actually really, really handy. But yeah, look at this. The big Spanish archway, the Spanish audio is playing as well. The first ride we're going to be jumping on today is a little flat just to the left here called Kolumbusjolle, which is not how that is pronounced, but it's a really cool little SeaStorm ride this, with some pretty awesome projection mapping. Let's jump on. And here we are on Kolumbusjolle then. Yeah, look at this. This is how to properly theme a SeaStorm ride. The little ships in front with the lanterns. And here we go. Oh, look at this. The curtains come down. Hey! Nice star cloth at the top. Oh, hey! Oh, look at that. Fantastic. And the projection mapping on the walls. It's great. You sit on here thinking that it's just going to be your normal SeaStorm ride. And then all this stuff starts happening. That's great. Hey. the dark. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, I'll tell you, as far as SeaStorms go, oh, it's a good one. Hey, hey, that's great. Unfortunately, I haven't turned around. I'm on a non-spinning boat, I think. Oh. Love the little lanterns on the side here as well. What a great little SeaStorm attraction. Had some on-ride footage there then of Kolumbusjolle, the little SeaStorm ride here in the Spanish area of the park. Also worth noting they've got a little kids splash play area just through there. And also this is where you can access a lot of the resort hotels through this little area here, which comes right into the Spanish section of the park. It does look good around here. Again, the theming top notch. All the audio playing around here as well. I'm going to head over to the Scandinavian area of the park now to ride a little gem that a lot of people tend to walk past. It's Snorri Toren. Let's head there now. And still in the Spanish themed area then, you've got this pretty cool stage here, which is where you can see the show Ritmo Flamenco a number of times throughout the day, which is really nice. Next showing is at 5 o'clock. In terms of shows, there are some good ones around. However, the best one by far is the ice show, Surprise Presents Galaxia. And that actually takes place over in Greece. And it is a really, really good show. Unfortunately, though, you're not actually allowed to film it. So I can't actually show it to you as part of this vlog. But if you are coming down to Europa Park, don't miss that show. It's really, really good. Great soundtrack, some amazing talent on stage, and it is really, really worth seeing. So make sure you check that out over in the Greece area. I think it's on 3 times throughout the day. The last showing today is at 5:45. Really, really worth seeing. Just making my way out of the Spanish area now then, and like I say, we're going to head over to Scandinavia and check out Snorri Toren. Casa di Aventura there. And some great Atlantica souvenirs. Took a big enough souvenir away from that earlier on though. A heap ton of water. What a great ride. And back in the Scandinavian area of the park then, and yeah, Snorri Toren is just here to the left in this very kind of unassuming doorway here. Looks like it's a turret. You wouldn't think it was actually a ride unless you knew. Great little ride this though, and only a wait time of 5 minutes. I don't think many people really know it exists. Leads down underground where there's quite a huge ride system. So let's get on. Here we are on Snorri Toren. Looks great, really vibrant colors. Great use of screens as well. Like I say, it's a great little track dark ride that you just wouldn't really know was here. All underground. And like I say, it's a large ride, this. And for those that don't know, Snorri is actually the park mascot for Atlantica, the water park here on the resort. Hey! There we are, bashing the old skins. Hey. I have no idea what they're saying, but it's pretty catchy. Hey! Hello! Oh. Here we go, into our own little section then. Savage. And there we are. And some on-ride footage there then of Snorri Toren, one of the underground track dark rides that can be found here at the park. And like I say, it's kind of an unassuming doorway. Not a lot of people actually know what it is down there. And you know, it's a shame because it's a really good ride. High quality audio, high quality screens, some animatronics in there as well. Just telling the story of Snorri, who is obviously, like I said on ride, the park mascot for Atlantica. Not quite sure what happened to her at the end though. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. It was almost like she was completely splattered out of existence, which was a little bit of a shame. But yeah, nice ride. Be sure not to miss it if you do come down here. We've got Whale Adventures behind me here with this little seal. Just keeping my distance a little bit from the end of the pier because they're enjoying getting people wet today. Going to take a ride on the Skyline now, just take a little bit of a tour from the Skyline here in the Icelandic section of the park. So come with me as we take a look from the Station Island Skyline. Let's go. Before I do get on the Skyline though, I feel a little bit peckish, so I decided to get myself a nice hot dog. Now unfortunately this isn't bratwurst, however it was only €4, which works out at about £3.50. A lot cheaper than the £8 bratwurst that you get back in the UK. Looks pretty tasty. Time to wolf this down, then get on the Skyline. And we've just pulled out of the Iceland station and taken a tour of the park. It's Fjord Rapids. Love these little skylines. You can actually use them to just hop to different areas of the park, or you can stay on and take a full tour. Yeah, nice little padded seats. Svinjana.
Hallo, hier ist
Hello.
Ich freue mich auf unsere Reise in der Monorail quer durch Skandinavien, vorbei an der norwegischen Stabbrücke.
Just thought I'd take a tour, just so you can see all the theming from above.
Neben dem Luxemburger Platz. Juhu! Edda, freust du dich auch?
Évidemment, Ed. Je me réjouis aussi de notre voyage avec le monorail à travers la Scandinavie, près de l'église norvégienne et du quartier hollandais jusqu'à la gare de Listorama, près de la place de Luxembourg.
Hooray, Edda! We'll ride the monorail through Scandinavia, past the Norwegian State Church and the Dutch Film area, to the station in the Historama.
There's Scandinavia. Great area that, where you can find Piraten in Batavia. And of course, Snorri Toren, where we were earlier. Pirate in Batavia is just through here, on the other side of that archway. Got food loop over the back. And little mini dodgems down there. And we got another SeaStorm just here. This one's an outside one. Doesn't quite have the same effect as the one we rode back in the Spanish themed area. Got the teacups towards the back there. Coffee copias, I think. And the queue for food loop's a lot shorter, but it is getting later in the day now. And coming out of the Luxembourg stop then, great shots of Euromere. And a little Silverstone Piste car ride. And a little vintage car behind there. And they are all lined up. And these ones actually do use petrol as well. You can usually smell it when you're around this area. The sports bar there, Euro Tower.
Bonjour tout le monde. Dans notre monorail, vous voyagerez au-dessus du quartier anglais et du grand lac de l'univers de l'aventure. Vous passerez par le quartier scandinave et portugais et irez jusqu'à la gare du quartier islandais.
Thanks, Edda. Welcome to a ride on our monorail.
Hey! And the Liechtenstein area as well, with that balloon ride from 1996, all revised up. The little London area that we were in yesterday, a little Crazy Daisy ride, a London taxi company, and this is obviously the main monorail that goes across here. The Three Piglets pub and restaurant, saw some good food in there. You can really appreciate all these flowers from the top here as well. And Josephina's Magical Imperial Journey, where we got stuck the other day. If you've not seen that vlog, check out our day one vlog from Europa Park, live on the channel now. Euromere looks so great. Such a unique little ride that. And like I said yesterday, pretty intense as well. Hey. Hey. And there's Atlantica SuperSplash. Took me a good hour to dry out from that earlier today. Great ride though. And here we go, well timed. Hey. And then of course the beast that is Vodan Timber Coaster. Still in my opinion the best Woody in Europe. 4K on-ride POV of that ride coming up soon. Blue Fire Mega Coaster in the back there. And here's our Icelandic stop. And some views around the park there then from the Skyline, and hopefully that gives you some kind of an idea of the theming and the rides around just a couple of the locations around the park that obviously the Skyline bypasses over. Also in there was a little bit of footage of the stage setup for the Greece Theatre, which is actually where the ice skating show Surprise Presents Galaxia takes place. And it's a shame that I can't film that, as I have just come out from that show and it really was quite a spectacular show. Great use of props, great soundtrack, some absolutely incredible talent on display and great effects, both lighting and smoke effects. Yeah, it told a good story, a little bit of a strange bit with a robot dog, a couple of scenes actually with a robot dog, which I honestly felt didn't quite fit in with the rest of the show, but it didn't actually take up too much of it, so it wasn't too much of a problem. But yeah, just felt, in my opinion, that didn't really fit. But yeah, a fantastic show nonetheless, and definitely worth seeing if you do visit Europa Park. It's coming towards the end of the day now then, just 25 minutes to go until park close time, so I'm going to take one last wander around, put in some, a few more bits of footage off-ride around the park, and then I'll be wrapping up today's vlog and an absolutely superb two-day experience here at Europa Park. And with that then, that not only wraps up today's vlog, but that wraps up my two-day visit here to Europa Park. And look, what can I say? It's been another fantastic day today. I said it all yesterday. Look, there's a reason why this park has won the prestigious Golden Ticket Award 8 times in a row for Best Worldwide Theme Park. And I really hope that what I've captured over the past couple of days goes some way to kind of show you just why that is. The theming here, the operations, the maintenance, the landscaping, the food, the rides, absolutely everything has been right top notch. It's just been absolutely outstanding, almost perfect really on my visit. And the thing is, I know I haven't captured everything in this park. 2 days even isn't long enough. Really, if you're going to come down here and experience Atlantica as well, you need 5 days at least to get all that done. It's a huge park, this, like I say, 235 acres, and it's quite difficult to get everything done in 2 days. There's so much to see here. In terms of construction going ahead, I think the park needs something like Voltron. I think that will be an absolutely incredible addition to this park. For those of you that like your coasters with inversions, of course, Bluefire Mega Coaster is the only one here that actually has any at all. So Voltron is going to be an absolutely incredible addition, and so will the Croatia themed land. We've seen what they do in terms of theming here. That is going to be absolutely spectacular, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing that. And in terms of highlights of the park, yeah, I think Silver Star is the best coaster here. It's got the airtime, the speed, the views. You know, it's nice and smooth. It's got that ejector airtime as well. Yeah, I think that after all of them that I've ridden today, all 13, that is definitely top of the list. Arthur holds a special place as well, but also the enclosed coasters like Euromir and the Can-Can coaster also have that something special. Dark rides, Pirate and in Batavia, absolutely 100%. Snorri Toren was great as well, did enjoy that ride. And of course, Kolumbusjolle was fantastic as well for a basic SeaStorm attraction. That is really, really good. No negatives really, nothing to really kind of advise on the park. It's all been absolutely amazing. Like I said yesterday, you know, the virtual queuing, extending the opening hours, it's all been absolutely nigh on perfect. Absolutely love the 2 days here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Europa Park do in the future, especially with that Croatia themed area and the new Voltron coaster. I hope you've enjoyed following along with me over the past 2 days. In terms of what's next on the vlog, tomorrow I will be taking a 4-hour drive up north to take residence in Phantasialand, and that is going to be a special couple of vlogs as well. We have obviously Fly, we have Taron, all the theming that we have there as well, and my stay at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel. So hopefully you can join along with that as well. But from Europa Park, that's it. That's my 2 days done and dusted here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, as always, happy riding everybody. I'll see you in Phantasialand.